Some stories begin in darkness. Edgar Allan Poe's story certainly did. Flickering gaslights, whispered stage lines, the child of two actors. But the stage lights went out far too soon. His father vanished, leaving them behind without a word. His mother, Eliza, succumbed to tuberculosis. Young Edgar, not yet 3, was left an orphan. He watched her fade, a memory haunting the edges of all his future tales. It was his first, and perhaps most profound lesson in loss. A lesson that would repeat itself. Taken in, but never adopted, by the Allan family. John Allan, a merchant of practical matters and stern expectations. He gave the boy a new name, Edgar Allan Poe, without a father's love. Brilliant, sensitive, a poet's heart in a house that valued commerce, a guest in his own life, a stranger in his own home. Abandonment, the chill of an unwelcoming hearth, the ache of solitude, seeds that grew into haunted mansions, lost loves, and tormented narrators. He learned life is fragile. Happiness can vanish like smoke. That sorrow would give his work its terrifying closeness to truth. Poe's life was a litany of goodbyes. The greatest monster was not a ghoul, it was a relentless disease. Tuberculosis stole his mother, then returned again and again. It took his beloved foster mother, Frances Allan, stalking those he dared to love. He stood on the shore of grief. Amid loss, he found a fragile home with his aunt, Maria Clem, and her daughter, Virginia, his muse, companion, and wife. He married her when she was 13. To Poe, she was purity, an anchor in the storm. She became the light against darkness, the inspiration for his most heartbreaking poetry, On Borrowed Time. The monster returned, a single drop of blood, the calling card of tuberculosis. For 5 years he watched her fade, living in constant dread, a terror he would pour into tales like the premature burial, trapped, helpless, breath by breath. When Virginia died, he was shattered. The light of his life went out. He immortalized their love. Fairy tale dipped in sorrow. Death cannot conquer it, even as it ruins all around it. Once more the orphan, alone with his ghosts for company. Out of immense darkness, Poe created new kinds of light, or new darkness for us to explore. He saw mysteries hiding in plain sight, the madness beneath the floorboards of the mind. With C. Auguste Dupin in The Murders in the Rue Morgue, he invents the modern detective story. An impossible crime, a bumbling police force, a sleuth who solves with logic, ratiocination. Every detective we read or watch owes a debt to Dupin. But Poe was most at home inside the mind as it begins to crack. He mastered psychological horror, not monsters, but the terror of our own thoughts. In The Telltale Heart, the murder is not the point, guilt is. He forces us to listen to the maddening beat, proving the worst horrors live inside our skulls. Usher is a fever dream. The house alive, a mirror of a family decaying under secrets. Afraid of being buried alive? He wrote The Premature Burial. Afraid of plagues no one can escape. The Mask of the Red Death. He gave our fears a language and a face. In 1845, a poem took the world by storm. A grieving scholar is visited by a talking raven. The bird has one word: nevermore. The raven was an overnight sensation. Poe, a household name. A symphony of sorrow, hypnotic rhythm, haunted repetition, an endless loop of grief. The raven is loss, made permanent. In 1849, Poe was found delirious in Baltimore, wearing clothes not his own. He drifted for 4 days, calling out the name Reynolds, then died without explaining what happened. Illness, cooping, murder. We will never know. His final unsolved case. Why do we still read him in a world of high-definition horrors? Because he understood us. We are drawn to mystery, the fragile mind, and the ghosts we carry. He made horror elegant, psychological, and beautiful, taught us the language of suspense. Orphan, widower, genius in poverty, yet he built a kingdom of darkness that will stand forever, nevermore.